Hello, my dear students. Have a great day to all of you. Myself, Mrs. Kavita Kanade from LVH College, Panchwati, Nasik. This is our OCM's lecture. We already started chapter number 6, that is Social Responsibilities of Business. In this lesson, we learn about the different social responsibilities of business towards different groups, such as towards the government, towards society, towards consumers, investors, employers, and in the last lecture, we learned about the social responsibilities towards protection of environment. After that, there is a concept that is business ethics. But in this year, that is not for your exam. That's why it is eliminated from the video. In this lecture, we will learn about the corporate social responsibility, that is CSR. This is important from the point of the view of your board exam because this is new concept CSR, that is corporate social responsibility. Corporate social responsibility CSR is self-regulating business model aims to contribute socialite goals or support volunteering or ethically oriented practices. It's make a company socially responsible and accountable. Corporate social responsibility, that is CSR, is not a new concept in India. However, the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, Government of India, has recently notified the Section 135 of the Companies Act 2013 along with companies and other notifications related to this, which makes it mandatory from 15th April 2014 for certain companies who fulfill the criteria as mentioned under the 135 to comply the provisions relevant to CSR. Corporate social responsibility is self-regulating business models, aims to contribute to socialite goals or support voluntarily or ethically oriented practices. It makes a company socially responsible and accountable. This accountability is towards itself, its stockholders, then public in general, then the customers, consumers, employers, investors. We already studied about the responsibilities of business towards these different groups. By practicing social responsibilities, companies can be concerned about the economic, social, and environmental aspects of the society. There are some definitions of CSR. According to UNIDO, that is United Nations Industrial Development Organization, corporate social responsibility is a management concept whereby companies integrate social and environmental concerns in their business operations and interactions with their stakeholders. This is the definition given by UNIDO, that is UNIDO, United Nations Industrial Development Organization. Applicability of CSR. That means which companies are responsible or which for CSR for which companies CSR is applicable. There are some conditions. There are some terms and conditions where this CSR is applicable. The companies having net worth of rupees 1500 crores or more. The companies having net worth of rupees 1500 crore or more, or turnover of 1000 crore or more, or net profit of 15 crore or more during any financial year shall be required to constitute a corporate social responsibility committee of the board, which effects from 1st April 2014. 2014. Remind this date, that is 1st April 2014, CSR committee. Second is all companies shall spend all companies shall spend in every financial year at least 2% of the average net profits of the company made during the three immediately preceding financial years in pursuance of its CSR policy. Third condition is the company shall be required to incorporate in its board's report an annual report on CSR. The company shall be required to incorporate in its board reports an annual reports on CSR containing the following particulars: a brief outline of the company's CSR policy, including overview of projects or programs process to be undertaken and a reference to the web link to the CSR policy and projects or programs. That means there is a application or some companies which have the profit of net worth of rupees 1005 crore, 1500 crore, or the turnover is of rupees 1000 crore or more, net profit of rupees 15 crore or more. These are the companies which makes profit on the basis of the our society or on basis of our environment. That means that's why this is the responsibility of every company who makes lots of profit to give something to the society. That's why this is the that's why this rule or this act is become to give something in return, that is corporate social responsibility. CS in this is the applicability of CSR. Then B is CSR committee. What is CSR committee? The CSR committee will consist of four directors who shall meet at least twice in a year to discuss and review the CSR activities and policies. The CSR committee will recommend a formal CSR policy and particular CSR activities, prepare a budget, describe how the company will implement the project, and establish a transparent means to monitor progress. That means this committee is formed for the to take the review of the policy taken by the company, that is CSR policy. Then CSR activities. Which activities are taken into consideration? The policy recognizes that CSR is a commitment to support initiatives that measurably improve the lives of underprivileged by one or more of the following focus areas as noticed under section 135 of the Companies Act 2013 and Companies Corporate Social Responsibility Policy Rule 2014. That is, these are all are the CSR activities which are conducted from these many of the companies, big budget companies, or the companies such as Reliance, then the Tata, Suzuki, Maruti, all these companies follow these all rules, that is CSR activities. That means minimum 2% of their profit should be given to the for these activities. First is eradicating hunger, poverty, and malnutrition, promoting preventive health care and sanitation, and making available safe drinking water. That means in the rural area or the remote areas where there are lots of people who don't have the safe drinking water, they don't have the sanitization facility. Then also there is no any health facilities. There is a malnutrition. There is a problem of health, poverty. in these areas, in these remote areas, these people, these big industries should follow all these activities, should that means in these areas, there is a scope for CSR activities, to conduct CSR activities, to give the diet food to to the people, or to the proper nutrition food to the children. Then then promoting the healthcare centers, then sanitization, to provide sanitization facility, making available them safe drinking water. That means these are the activities which can be done in the rural areas by the industries in the CSR activity head. Then promoting education in the slum areas, in many of the slum, in Pune, in Mumbai, there are many of the multinational companies are there. And in these multinational companies, there is a CSR activities. They um, they promote educational facility under these CSR activities. Then third is mo- uh, reducing child mortality and improving maternal health. That means reducing child mortality and improving maternal health by providing good hospital facilities and low cost medicines. How to promote the health of mothers and child, by providing good hospital facilities and low cost medicines. In this way, they can reduce child mortality and improving maternal health. Then, fourth is ensuring environmental sustainability. That means ensuring environmental sustainability, that means ecological balance, protection of flora and fauna, then animal welfare, agroforestry, conversion of natural resources, and maintaining quality of soil, air, and water by minimizing the pollution of the industries. That means promoting educational, different types of activities are conducted in CSR activities, such as promoting education, including special education and employment, enhancing vocational skills, especially among children, women, elderly, and differently abled, and livelihood enhancement projects. Then ensuring environmental sustainability by giving protection to the environment, or by minimizing the pollution in the environment. Employment enhancing vocational skills, that means to give the vocational skills to the people. And after that, after they get that skill, then give the chance to them to um, to to that means to work in their industries. If they have if the people in the slum areas give the vocational skills, then automatically they get the employment chances. Then six is measures for the benefit of armed forces. Measures for the benefit of armed forces, veterans, war widows, and their dependents. That means it is for the soldiers, it is for the armed forces, to give benefits to them, to give benefits to their widows and their dependents. Then training to promote rural sports, training to promote rural sports, nationally recognized sports. That means the people, the children who are um, the children who are in the training process, or they like any sport but they don't have the training for that, then these industries can provide training facilities to these children. And when they this type of children get a special training, then automatically they can promote our nations, and automatically our country's sport. That means if any children get proper facilities, proper training in any sport, then he can make the good name in that sport. Then contribution to the prime minister's national relief fund or any other fund by the government for social economic development. What is PM's National Relief Fund? What is that means if any social economic development, if we want to develop our economy, and if the industries help in this way by giving contribution to PM's National Relief Fund or any other fund set up by the central government for social economic development and relief and welfare of the scheduled caste, then the scheduled tribes or other backward classes and minorities and women, then rural development projects, etc. Rural development projects, that means in rural areas there should be some these industries can establish any small industries depending upon the natural resources of their such as some fruits, such as strawberries. Lots of strawberries are grown in the Mahabaleshwar. Then in this area, this type of industries can establish some agro-based industries for the development of this rural area. Then slum area development, that means if we want to develop the slum area, then we give the proper education to them. We will give proper employment to them, then automatically this area can be developed. And in CSR activities, lots of multinational companies give educational facilities or sanitization facilities to the slum area for the development. These all are the CSR activities. Non-compliance of CSR activities. That means if there is a these all are the CSR activities. Anyone can be choose from these activities and to fulfill all these activities according to the policy or according to the rule. And if such activities are not performed by the companies, then there is the penalties for non complying the duty of CSR would attract a fine of not less than rupees 50,000, which may extend to rupees 25 lakh, and every officer of the company in default shall be punishable. That means if these activities, there is no specific penal provisions for non-compliance under Section 135 of the Act. However, non-disclosure or absence of the details about the CSR policy and in its implementation in the board's report would attract penalties. That's why it is necessary for every MNC to multinational corporations or industries that to follow all the CSR activities. I hope all are you understand this CSR, that is social responsibility, corporate social responsibility of the business. Thank you so much for listening me carefully. This is the last topic of this chapter. Thank you.